Hello, welcome to Mr. CFD. This video presents the geometry and mesh training of this product airflow modeling over a flying bird in ANSYS Fluent software. Let's start generating the geometry. First, open a workbench window. When the workbench window is opened like this, from the toolbox, component system, choose geometry and drag it to the blank window of workbench. Then right click on it and select space claim as the software to generate your geometry. Click on it. First step is reading the base geometry of the flying bird. To do that, click on File, then Open. And we should choose the geometry file, which is in IGS file. Yeah, here it is, the base geometry. Open. So yeah, as you see, the solid of the bird is like this, and now it's time to create the geometry around it. To do that, first click on plane and click on the origin of the actually coordinate, and now there are 3 planes, and then I want to decide which one I need. I think if you go back to select, I think this plane is the one that I need to create the geometry. Actually, to create the domain. Actually, the domain around the bird to simulate the airflow behavior is a rectangular cube. And now I want to go to structure and hide these 2 planes that I don't need them. Yes, and click on this plane, and first of all move the plane with move command. I want to move it in Z direction about 2 meters. Yes, and now back to select, and as you see the plane is selected, and make a sketch on it. Go to plan view, and now it's time to draw a rectangle. Actually draw a square. And now using mirror command, I can create the bigger one because it is only a quarter of my desired square. So yes, select this edge as a mirror plane and repeat these edges. Then select this edge as the mirror plane, this one, and these 2 edges. And then using remove command, remove these 2 edges. So yeah, the surface is made. Then it's time to extrude the surface so that the domain as a solid would be created. But do not forget that using full command, right click on it, then activate numbers and extrude it about 8 meters. because my unit is in millimeters, I set 8,000 millimeters. Of course, if you want to change the unit, you can go to File, Space Claim Options. And here in Unit section, you can change the length unit from millimeters to meters. Click on OK. And back to select. In a structure, you can see there are two solids, the bird and the domain around. But because we only want to simulate the airflow around the flying bird, we don't need the solid bird, so we have to remove it from the whole domain around it. To do that, use combine command, select the bigger solid, and then as the cutter, select the flying bird. That is this one. So yeah, by using this command, as you see, this option is activated and another solid is made here. And if you zoom in, actually you should, by using this option, you should click on the created solid to remove it. But still there is a solid bird inside the domain, which is here. If you zoom in, you can see it. Yeah, here it is. And now you can click on it, actually right click and delete. And as you see, there is only one solid in which the bird is removed from. If you click on one of the surfaces and see it transparently, you can see the flying bird solid is removed from the whole domain and only the walls of the bird are remained. Okay, so everything that was needed to generating the geometry is done, and now we can close space claim and go for ANSYS meshing. After closing a space claim, you can see green check mark is activated for geometry, and then we can choose mesh from this toolbar and drag it to the workbench window. Then click on geometry and draw it to the box of B. So yeah, here we have the geometry, and now we can double click on mesh. So ANSYS meshing software will be opened. Okay, the geometry has been transferred here, and now we want to start meshing process. But before starting meshing and giving element size, I want to name different boundaries. And from this toolbar, choose face and choose this surface. Right click on it, create name selection. And name it as inlet. Then name this one as outlet. And I want to consider all the side walls as symmetry. So by getting Ctrl key on your keyboard, select them and right click. Name them as symmetry or sim. Yes. And of course, we should name the bird walls. To do that, right click on the geometry, select all. So now all surfaces are selected, and now by Control key and deselecting the boundary surfaces, as you see, only the bird walls are selected, and right click on it, create a selection and name it as bird Wow. Okay. And now it's time to give element size. To start the meshing, I prefer to give 15 millimeters as the element size, and then right click on mesh, generate mesh. So the process of meshing is started. So the meshing is done, and if you want to see how the bird flying walls is meshed, you can go to wireframe mode, and this is the bird, and you can see how it is meshed like this. As you see, the mesh type is unstructured, and now it's enough to right click on mesh, update. This way, as you see the message here, the mesh translation to Fluent was successful, and now you can close ANSYS meshing and start the simulation in ANSYS Fluent. Hope this video is helpful for you. To benefit from Mr. CFD services including simulation, consultation, and training, visit our website www.mrcfd.com or contact us via info@mrcfd.com.